The £50 mention is receive a plasticity redesign, and a new renowned person. Vapor motor pioneers James W. and Matthew Bolton seem on the present £50, given in 2011. The Banking of England is now searching nominations of the social for figures to characteristic on the mention. So who are the contenders? Who, grown in Britain and France and a descendant of Hindu royal power, Noor Inayat Khan was a open secret broker for Britain for Planet War couple. Accounting records show she was the at first woman cordless carrier shipped to by the Nazi-occupied France for the warfare, elderly fair 29. She evaded seas for 3 months but was ultimately detained and concluded by the Nazis. In spite affliction, months of torment, she rejected to show any data and was passed to Dachau focus camping in Germany, wherever she was annihilated in 1944. Reason, prospect, 16/1 Who, Mary C. Cole was a Jamaica-born nursing who well-groomed for injured UK soldiers for the Crimea warfare. In 1854 she passing to England and closed the War Office space, request to be shipped as en troop nursing to the Crimean Peninsula, but was rejected. Fearless, C. Cole underfunded the travel herself and set the UK in clothesliner to ensure meal, supplies and medication to military so as nurse the injured on the battleground. Reason, prospect, 10/1 Who, the UK physic dead over the year elderly 76 and is wide recognized as one of the largest essential scientists of his general. At the age of 22 Hawking was taking into account just a few years to dwell following creature undiagnosed in a uncommon shape of engine neuron illness. But in spite his disease he finished innovative job on dark holes and relative through his career. Reason, Hawking's volume A Short Story of Period was an hardly top seller and he became a famous envoy for scientific. He was though represented in an scene of The Simpsons. The physics artistic achievements include been recognized in multiple medals and awards, and next his die in March, he is amongst the favorites to be taking into account the post-mortem honor. Prospect, 16/1 Who, Clement Attlee was lead of the Labour side of 1935 to 1955. He serviced as Vice Main Secretary in Winston Churchill's coalition by the government and was later Main Secretary of 1945 to 1951. His by the government entered the domestic public health facility, nationalised a fifth of the UK economics, consisting the charcoal and steel production, and given autonomy to India. Reason, his authority is frequently credited in basis the contemporary well-being country, and in the NHS's 70th date of birth year, a homage to the man who oversaw its introduce may appear fit. Prospect, 10/1 Who, Margaret Thatcher held 10 Downing Road as prudent lead and Main Secretary of 1979 to 1990. She was both of the UK's at first woman PM and the nation's longest-serving lead of the 20th age. Her policies gave thousands of human beings the opportunity to buy their justice houses and click up shares in again privatised industries. Love UK Gas and BT. She died in 2013 following affliction a course. Reason, in spite creature a separating drawing, Margaret Thatcher is wide deliberate one of the largest powerful policy figures of the 20th age. A application inviting for her to be selected as the new person of the £50 mention has brought more than rather than 12,000 signing. In Fair one of the UK's paper money showing a female some rather than the Tsarina, the application argues down there would be not one more than relevant to characteristic rather than the nation's at first woman Main Secretary. Prospect, 16/1 Sorrowfully for fans, it seems an hardly stock option. The Banking of England has told how separately of the Tsarina, residing Britons cannot characteristic on exchange.